Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of A Basic Breakdown. I'm here in the filming studio at MassiveJoes headquarters with resident purveyor of protein powders, Vincenzo.
How you doing?
What's happening, Vince? First and foremost, let's just address the elephant in the room. You're not Josh.
I'm not, no.
You're a little bit bigger, a little bit better looking.
Just a bit.
A little bit more tan.
I'm going to say a lot more tan.
Josh, for those of you, for those viewers who do not know, Josh has moved on from MassiveJoes. He has taken up an opportunity to run an F45 studio.
Right up his alley.
Which is, you know, it's fantastic. We're very happy for him. It's something he's super passionate about. But the bad news around that is that he's no longer in basic breakdowns.
Yeah.
But the good news is, Vince is.
100%.
All right, let's get straight into it, Vince. This basic breakdown is not on a new product. This product has been around for, man, how long has this product been around for?
Over a year. Yeah.
Let's just throw it. Let's go 2 years.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's say it's been around for 2 years. But we actually haven't done a basic breakdown on it. And in that 2-year period, it has exponentially gained popularity. So a lot of the viewers, you guys have probably already used this protein powder.
100%.
So you'd be familiar with it. For those of you who haven't, that's what this basic breakdown is for. Of course, I'm talking about Merica Labz Patriot's Whey. Vince, let's get straight into it, man.
Let's do it.
What are we talking about in this Patriot's Whey protein?
So here, Patriot's Whey. So start off with calories.
Yep.
With this small, we're going to go through the s'mores. Calories do vary a little bit depending on flavor.
Yep.
The s'mores is typically the worst, being a chocolate-based flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you're looking at 152 calories.
Mm-hmm.
Of that, 4 grams of that is fat.
Yep.
Coming into 6 grams carbohydrates, and then 25 grams of protein.
So in terms of like percentages, because everyone wants to know like what percentage protein, what percentage fat, so on and so forth. What does that kind of break out at? And we know it changes per flavor slightly, but kind of where are we at, ballpark figures?
Changes per flavor. 1 scoop of the Patriot's Whey is going to be about 38.5 grams.
Yep.
So as a percentage, 10 grams of that scoop is going to be fat.
Yep.
10%, sorry.
Yep.
15.5% is going to be carbohydrates, and then 64.9 protein.
So we're dealing with, you know, it's high protein, low carb, low fat. But you can probably tell by the macros what sort of protein we're dealing with here.
It's a whey protein concentrate.
It's WPC.
So,
So, you know, for those of you guys familiar with proteins, generally, you know, when you're talking about 70% plus protein as a percentage of total weight, you're talking about whey protein isolates. Some hydrolyzed wheys get up into the 80%. I think some even go up into the 90%. When you're talking about blended proteins, they drop a little lower. And then when you're talking about pure whey protein concentrates, like we have here with this Patriot's Whey, the protein percentage drops into usually the 60s. So that's kind of the explanation for that. For those of you wondering, you know, if it's a high protein, low carb, low fat protein powder, why is the protein percentage so low, and why are the carbs and fats higher than, you know, like a whey protein isolate? That's the explanation for that. Apart from the whey protein concentrate, Vince, anything else we got in here? Apart, you know, obviously we've got the flavors, sweeteners, and all of that. But anything else? We've got digestive enzymes. We've got any of that shit.
No digestive enzymes. Really, just the flavors and the additives for those flavors, in particular the inclusions.
Yes, and we'll talk about that in a second when we go through the flavors. But that's what we're dealing with, pure whey protein concentrate. And just real quick, because there's a lot of, I guess, misinformation and confusion around whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, hydrolyzed whey, because a lot of people say, you know, whey protein isolate is more pure than whey protein concentrate, or hydrolyzed whey is the most pure form of whey. If you guys actually think about the manufacturing process of where whey protein comes from, it comes from milk, right? That's where it comes from cow's milk. And you think about the stages in the processing to get different types of whey protein concentrate is actually the most pure form of whey because it is the least processed.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, the side effect of being the least processed is the amount of fat and the amount of carbohydrates that are naturally occurring in the whey is going to be higher. But the benefit is it's more biologically available and it's closer to milk.
Yeah.
Effectively, because that hasn't been microfiltered and osmotically changed and hydrolyzed and all of the other different processing methods that WPI and HWPI go through to remove and reduce the amount of carbohydrates and the amounts of fats.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's kind of, it's WPC is more pure, but you have higher fats, higher carbs than a whey protein isolate.
Yeah. Definitely.
Info for the viewers. What are we talking about in terms of flavors?
Flavors. It comes in 6 flavors.
Yep.
So the s'mores that we had the nutritional panel up for.
Yeah.
The Chubby Choco Nuts. It comes in a double stuffed for Children's Keepsake.
Yep.
An Independence Cake.
Yeah.
And a Yankee Effin' Doodle.
So let's just go through these one by one, because these flavors I probably get personally more questions about than any other supplement that in the history of supplements. Let's just put it out there. So let's go through them one by one. Chubby Choco Nuts.
Chocolate based with Reese's Pieces peanut butter balls, I think, cereal balls.
Yeah, so it's chocolate peanut butter flavor.
Yeah.
And the one thing with Patriot's Whey is each of these flavors have these things called inclusions, right? Which are bits.
Yeah, kind of like cereal pieces, or it's kind of like cereal pieces.
For the most part, they're cereal pieces and bits and we'll talk to you guys about them as we go through them one by one. But the Chubby Choco Nuts is chocolate peanut butter with peanut butter and chocolate cereal balls in there.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Double stuffed, which is your typical cookies and cream with cookie pieces.
Real cookie pieces in there. So it's supposed to be like the Oreo flavor, double stuffed Oreo flavor with real cookie pieces inside each and every scoop.
For Children's Keepsake, it's probably the hardest one to describe. It's kind of like a sweet cereal type milk.
It's based on original Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
So if you guys are familiar with the Lucky Charms cereal, there's the OG Lucky Charms, there's the fruity Lucky Charms, there's the chocolate Lucky. There's a lot of different variations.
Yeah.
Fortuitous Keepsakes is the original Lucky Charms flavor. So it's kind of like a vanilla cereal milk type flavor, but it does have real Lucky Charm marshmallow pieces in there. Yeah. Those are the inclusions.
Independence Cake, which is your birthday cake, with little hundreds of thousands star pieces through it.
That is my favorite. This is my favorite flavor. This is like and I'm very familiar because I have this every single day. I think it's one of the best protein flavors ever created. The flavor is supposed to be birthday cake, but it's actually like a white chocolate sponge cake is probably the best way to describe it. It's super, super sweet. So for me, it's amazing. If you guys like super sweet flavors, you love it. And the inclusions are actually little star pieces. Yeah. They're little stars, red, white, and blue stars.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yankee Effin' Doodle, which is a cinnamon toast crunch based flavor. So cinnamon with little toasted pastry pieces in there.
Yep.
And then the last one is your s'mores, which is your s'mores flavor with dehydrated marshmallows and chocolate chips.
And chocolate chips, so it's got 2 different types of inclusions in there. Yeah. And that's probably the most popular flavor.
It is,
actually.
It's almost sold out.
Talk to me about sizes and prices.
Comes in 2 sizes, so a 907 gram, and you're looking at $69.95, and then your 2.27 gram, your typical protein tub size, which is $109.95.
So in terms of overall protein market pricing, it's pretty fair.
It is,
really. It's kind of in line with blended proteins or other WPCs. It's obviously a lot cheaper than whey protein isolate. Much, much cheaper than hydrolyzed whey protein, but you would expect that. Generally your WPCs and your blended WPI, WPC blends tend to be a little bit better value for money, and this is where that Patriot's Whey slides perfectly in.
Definitely.
Vince, anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it for this one.
Before I tell the viewers to go get yourself a tub of Patriot's Whey. It is legit.
It's delicious.
It's good shit. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all of the goodness on the MassiveJoes YouTube channel, including these all new episodes of Basic Breakdowns with Vince up in this bitch.
I'll be here.
From here moving forward. Vince, until next time, where we coming to and from, man?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.